Hiya, I'm Pixie Lott.
Authenticity Radio.
You are listening to Slade Suter.
Hey, welcome. Grab a seat anywhere. No, we don't have any menus. The only thing we have today is the freedom to express who you truly are. We call it Authenticity Radio. You'll like it, don't worry. Let me go grab the host. He's got the hospitality of a fat and jolly innkeeper. He's a good guy. Slade Suter.
Hello, and thank you for joining me today. This is Slade Suter. I am broadcasting from the Authenticity Radio Studios.
I was born in a dump. My mama died and my daddy got drunk.
I'm excited today because I have a very fun program for, I don't know how fun it's going to be. It's going to be very growth-filled program for you. It's called 24 Hours of Empathy. It's a program, it's actually set up as an exercise, something for you to do. And if you do decide to take on this challenge, I am going to put myself way out there and I'm going to say, I guarantee you that you will change, that you will shift, and you will not be able to return to the person that you are if you put yourself behind your work. Okay? So it's all about you and your effort. Here's the concept. It's fairly simple. First of all, go ahead and select a normal day that you would get up and go to work, or at least a day that you will be coming in contact with other people. And here's the preparation. First of all, make a commitment. Make a commitment to yourself that you're going to take this as a serious project, and you will put yourself and your energy behind doing it. Making a very conscious effort to get yourself out there. Okay? Number 2, turn yourself on. Turn on the internal recorder because you will, it's always kind of like on in the background, but this time specifically turn it on, your recording device, so you'll be observing yourself during this day, during this exercise. It'll be kind of like watching yourself. Ooh. And here's the difficult part. Ask the judge to go on vacation. If you start to label people and categorize them, pushing them away, it will cancel this assignment completely. So the judge will not serve you during this exercise, because what you're doing is empathy, is getting out there and trying to truly understand how they feel, where they're coming from, what is their perspective, to see things from their angle, to wear their shoes just for a moment. But at least try to get out there and to put the effort to doing it, into doing it. I think of myself, and I'm amazed on how many background programs I have, unconscious programs that automatically kick in, that are not necessarily bad, but they're designed to protect my energy or even to protect myself. So there's a lot of background things. And if I had to put a label on that, this would, when I would be calling taking other people for granted. And that would be interesting, wouldn't it? To see where empathy could bring to light of people that you have been up till now been taking for granted. Well, this exercise will consume a little extra energy, won't it? Because you'll be actually leaving your own comfort zone, your own perspective, and you'll be putting yourself out there to see and to experience another. So as you're going through this exercise, do this for everyone, and especially when it comes to people who are intimate in your life, or people that your own family members, for example. I have such a tendency of taking these people for granted. I know them so well, and I know how they think that I never have to put an effort to that. This empathy exercise will bring new breath into all of those relationships that we have so far taken for granted. A bit of advice is to also trust your intuition. If you have any inspiration during this exercise, trust yourself. Go for it. Ask questions. It's not going to hurt anything. You're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to hurt the other person. It's empathy, by the way. So you can have some fun with it. You don't have to make it so serious. But do trust yourself. Trust your own inspiration. Get used to this voice because it's more dynamic than you could possibly ever know, and probably more right on in retrospect if you take a look at it. So your intuition, trust it. It would be very interesting, too, wouldn't it, if you were to come across a person that you're in conflict with and you're doing this empathy exercise. I wonder what lessons you can learn about this relationship that you have between that person and yourself by you projecting yourself to truly understand how they feel and how they see things from their perspective. That would be curious, wouldn't it? So if we take a look at what this project of empathy is actually doing for us, well, in one way, it's really allowing ourselves indirectly for our authentic person to show up, because we're so interested in trying to identify and to understand what another person's perspective is and how they feel, that automatically allows us to show up, which is very attractive for the other person to show up. It's kind of like an invitation, our authentic self. So this is really a cool way to be authentic without trying to be authentic. Also, a notepad might be a good idea. If you're like myself, some experiences are very important and potent, and then after a while, poof, you kind of lose the essence of the experience. So taking the time and writing some things down may be an important thing. And you can look at 3 things. How have you noticed any shift or changes in the relationship between the way you're treating this individual? Have you noticed any differences in the way that this person is treating you, even if it's energetically or very concrete ways, where they say, "What's going on?" So note those things down, and also see if you noticed a change within the relationship between you two. Okay, so those are some focal points that you can that may help you in identifying any shifts or changes. Well, there you have it. There's the exercise. And if you want to research this a little bit, I discovered that there is a woman by the name of Rebecca Sachs, and she is a scientist from MIT, and she has been doing scientific work with MRI technology, magnetic resonant imaging technology, and the person inside of the MRI is watching film where they see images of another person, and whenever there is an empathetic response, there's a little piece of the brain that goes very, very active. And that's incredible. So you can Google that. It's very worth the while. Rebecca Sachs, S-A-X-E, from MIT. All right. So I wish you a great 24 hours of empathy. And I hope this little part of your brain is red skyrocket hot the entire day. This is Slade Suter. Until next time, be authentic, be true, empathetic, and free.
Oh, sweet and lovely, lady, be good. Oh, lady, be good to me. I am so awfully misunderstood. So, lady, be good to me.
Conflict is a choice you know.
Whoa, watch it! Sorry.
But how about a better way to get things done? In order to gain a new perspective, think about peace building and gaining authenticity. To get some tips on how to do things differently and how to resolve conflict in your group, organization, business, or family, go to AuthenticityRadio.com.
Come on! This is Authenticity Radio.
Authenticity Radio with Slade Suter.